Hey folks, hoping y'all can hear me. Sorry, I'm starting a second late. I have trapped my dog inside my studio, and he kept finding ways to sneak out of it that I didn't think he could figure out. So I got him now. I've blocked every exit from this little square. I'm hoping he'll just sit down and take a nap, but he's rooting around, sniffing things. So if you hear a little jingling, that's my dog Oliver. I'm hanging out with Oliver tonight because my wife is studying, and so yep, that's it. I'm Bug from Bug Hunter. Gonna play some songs and stuff. Oliver's here too. You won't be able to see him, but he's here and he's sniffing for something. This is a song that I wrote. It's called Point to Prove. I'm putting on my hours. I'm playing every night just to get a little better at guitar. I'm taking singing lessons at $80 a lesson. Who the hell am I impressing? Why do I work so hard? I searched my soul, dug deep below to find the answer. I think the reason for it is I was an ugly kid with a handsome older brother. Yeah, I was a catch, like a cold or an ugly fish. I knew what to do, wear my talent like a mask and hope it magically distracts you. But I'm back, I practiced my acts together. I got better and a point to prove. I didn't know her in June, I got her screen name as valuable as gold for antisocial kids in 10th grade. I spent the rest of my vacation glued down to my chair, was afraid to miss a second of our digital affair, cause when summer ended I would finally be the guy I tried to be in person but could only be online. The first day of the school year we get our seat assignments. I ended up right next to her and we just sat in silence. And I wouldn't wish that awkwardness on anybody. I think the reason for it is I was a chubby kid with an athletic older brother. Yeah, I was a catch, as in I was easy to catch during tags. I was fat, I knew what to do. I would chase a newer passion cause I'm sick of nothing happening. But I'm back, I practiced my acts together. I got better and a point to prove. And I have hit the bottom, been lost, tossed, and gosh, I've been burned by gossip. And I have gone full hot topic, was an ugly duckling cross with a few hot pockets. And I'll be damned if where I am's not what I worked for. I think the reason for it is I wasn't talented when all I wanted was attention. Yeah, I was in no way you're catching life for love. I knew what to do it cause I love it and one up my older brother, yeah. Now I'm just playing cause I've stopped dying from embarrassments, hiding from comparisons. I'm driven, I got vision, time, ambition, and a point to prove. That's a song called Point to Prove. Thank you for the percussion elements to that, Oliver. He does this thing where he digs. If he's gonna lay down and sleep, he has to dig first. There's a blanket on the floor for him, and he was digging in it, and that was making his collar go crazy. Anyway, so yeah, for anyone who just joined us, my dog is in the room, and oh, he's up again. There he goes. He found something else that he wanted to see. I thought he was situated. He is not. I may have to take his collar off because, nope, there he goes. He's trying to go the back way again, but I blocked it off with my guitar case. That was the last one that he found. If he finds a way out, I'll let him out, but I'm trying to keep him contained because if he gets to the door, he likes my wife better than he likes me, and the fact that he's stuck in here with me and not with her, he's very upset about it, and he would start barking at the door if he knew a way to get to the door, but he can't get to the door, so he's looking for every path he can, but he can't find it. So anyways, hey, I'm Bug from Bug Hunter. That was a song called Point to Prove. A song I wrote about me and my brother. Not this little brother, my older brother. Now he's trying to go the back way, but I put a pillow over there, so he's not going to be able to get out. He did manage to unplug one of my lights when I was setting up. So if he does it again, if all of a sudden this side of my face is unilluminated, it's because Oliver just tripped over the cord and unplugged it. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. What you looking for? Yeah, he wants to be in the room with my wife. Cool. What's up, everybody? I'm just here to play some songs to chat. I know that we've picked up quite a few subscribers in the last 48 hours. If you're one of those people who have joined us from Reddit, welcome. I think CJ is here. He was here a second ago. But yeah, we had a pretty cool weekend on Reddit with CJ's Mccracken animation. So I normally do this every other Tuesday. So this is a normal time for me. I think I do it like an hour later, but like I said, my wife is studying and she has class in the morning, so I'm gonna have to be moving things a little earlier. Parker says only 80 more to 10K, which is nuts. Yeah, I think it was less than 3 weeks ago we hit 9K, and now we're right up against 10K, which is cool. We had our biggest day on Spotify ever yesterday, which there's a lot of folks who have been following Bug Hunter for a long time, and you probably understand the long road to kind of long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, right? I've been working at this for a really long time, so a day like yesterday, day like Sunday, they don't come around very often, so I'm very thankful for everybody who's supported us and reached out and sent us messages, and we're stoked about it. So hopefully that means bigger things for the band. Every time we get a boost, it just means bigger and cooler things. We get to make more music videos and go on more tours and have more merch that people actually want, like vinyls. We're trying to get there. So oh cool, my dad is on. Hi, Mom and Dad and Gay and Charlie. My godparents are maybe watching too. So yeah, if you notice that the noise level, the participation tonight is a little less. Parents are on a RV trip, and my wife is studying for one of her classes. So I just have Oliver with me, and he's just jingling his collar. So cool. What do you want me to play? I'd also be happy to answer questions. What you digging, bud? That's my cable. That connects my printer. Don't do that. I just played Point to Prove. Yeah, let's do this one. I'll do a sock song after this, but this is the first song off of an album called Torn Between a Couple, and I like it a lot. We'll slow down, we can talk it out, we'll backtrack, relax, and we'll track it down. How I carve out a space for this, to hold a job and have a hobby as expensive as it is. My neighbors all complain about the noise I make, I pipe down. I haven't made a peep though, but I found my voice in this random noise. I sit back now and welcome to the peep show. I've been making up words at the top of my lungs. point, but I got the gist. Now I know what my next step is. Find the perfect words if they exist. Is it words for love? Is it words for pain? And do I stop when they sound the same? Is it better that I pander to the people who will listen? Do I pivot going 80 just to prove I can be different? Oh, I've been making up words at the top of my lungs. The tip of my tongue, ease up and leave me some. Yeah, I've been making up words, cause there aren't any more. Well, refresh, give me time to rest, to research my search for a sound that's fresh. I don't mean to be so down or pessimistic, like an ivy on my skin. I can't resist the urge to itch it with a simple little hobby. All I do is stitch together clever words and sounds, record, promote, design, and finally pitch it. I'm like, please share, please like and subscribe, but all I want to do is leave us on our latest stuff behind. But at the same time, I want to reach 1 million people. I'm feeling like 1,000's out of reach if I don't keep up with the trending times. A brand new state, a new bandwagon with some new paint. Where's my new way? Maybe I'm not trending up on Twitter, and the only ones I'll read will be my mom and baby sister. Maybe I'm not bound for money and fame, but my music wouldn't fit inside a status or a hashtag. I've been making up words at the top of my lungs, at the tip of my tongue. Ease up and leave me some. Yeah, I've been making up words, cause there aren't any more. For rhythm and the cracking on my knuckles. They asked me for a title, said I'm torn between a couple. I'm taking aim and aiming up, it's second nature off the cuff. I'm vaguely masquerading and I'm faking that I'm brave enough, shaking up the achy stuff, waking all the neighbors up. There ain't enough to waste, so I'm saving up and making up words. Whew. That's a song called Making Up Words. Features no made up words. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the clappity claps. Can't quite hear my parents clapping from Reno tonight. Normally they're downstairs, but anyway, so that's a song I wrote a long time ago, and I still get a kick out of playing it every time. Benjamin Jackson asked, "Hey Bug, how are you tonight?" I'm doing really well. Had a really good weekend. I was just talking about that. Had a little Reddit success, if you can call it that. Always really exciting. So that's going well. What else is going well? We're moving to Richmond in 3 weeks, which I'm excited about. I think it hit me yesterday how soon that actually is and how much packing we need to do. I need to tear down all these, curtain. But I got like my keyboard and just packing everything up and moving. And now there's all this stuff about this gas shortage on the East Coast, and it's like, what do we do if we load up a U-Haul and we get to a gas station, there's no gas, and then we're stuck with a U-Haul in Eastern Tennessee. I don't know. So I'm hoping for the best there. Might have to delay it in case of things, but hopefully that all goes back to normal. So stressed about that. Other than that, doing pretty well. Excited to get to Richmond. We found a place to live, and I'm excited because I'll be able to have a little office for my music to be able to record things and do streams like this. So cool. And I think the last thing I'm going to do with this studio while I'm talking about it, before I pack it all in and put it in a box, is I am doing a Zoom show on May 22nd. It's a Saturday, and it'll be very much like this, but everybody will be on Zoom, and I'll be able to see people and take questions like live and hear kind of the clappity claps live. It's fun. So if you're interested in coming to that, the tickets are pay what you want, so they can be as free as you want, or if you want to support the band monetarily, just respect your budget on that one. So go to our website, bughunterbug.com, and all you have to do is just reserve a spot, and then you can come. So excited for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing the Zoom shows. This one we have If anybody knows Spence Hood, TikTok star Spence Hood, he's a buddy of mine from Seattle who has, in the past 2 months, found some pretty outrageously cool success on TikTok. So if you're a TikTok person, you may have heard of him. He has a song called "So You Want to Marry Daisy," and it's fantastic. And I think he might play it if we ask him nicely at the Zoom show. He's gonna be opening for us at that Zoom show, so he'll do a couple songs, and then I'll come on and play a bunch more. So, thank you, Action Figure Man, for saying you will mail me some gas from Texas. That would be probably a lot of gas for a 10-hour trip in a U-Haul. So. Chris Snyder says, "Bug, you're the man." Thanks. I don't know how to take compliments other than awkwardly. Nord Warbles is asking, in Go With The Flow, is Fits and Tantrums a subtle reference to Fits and the Tantrums? No, I think their band name is a reference to the phrase, which I used. No, it wasn't on my mind when I wrote that line. It just flowed well, and I just like that phrase. So, Newt Watt says, "Nice shirt, thank you. My wife bought it for me." Oh, he said it again. He said it twice. You want to make sure I saw it. Yeah, thank you. My wife buys me really nice shirts. Otherwise, I would just be wearing t-shirts. So. Anthony Vaughn says, "Happy to be finishing up my senior year with some great tunes." Senior year of high school, senior year of college, senior years. Either way, I'm happy. I'm glad that. What's that, bud? What's that, bud? What do you find? You find some gold? You okay? Your blanket's over there. You want your blankie? Here, I'll mess it up so you can dig this again. My dog was digging for something in the carpet. Anthony says, "High school, cool. Thanks for being a fan, and glad that I can provide some tunes." So, yeah, I promised a sock song, didn't I? So, for anybody who knows a little bit about Bug Hunter, you might know a little bit about Bug. Bug is what I released my first album under, and people. All right. People seem to want me to play the oldies, so I got one that I started to play, I think, last week or the week before, and then couldn't remember the second verse, so I'll try and do better this time and see how it goes. So I don't think the song had a capo, so I'm just gonna do it like that. And so anyways, this song is called Boomerang, and it's off of my first album called Surge of Confidence. So I call it SOC, SOC for short. So. And I'll try and remember the chords. I don't know if I was. Okay, let's try it. Well, I just saw you last night, but I'm thinking now of you and I. We're in your room and in my room, respectively. And I'll walk you home at night, no matter if you try to fight. My best attempts at old school chivalry. We'll have to rearrange, the seating chart might have to change, so I might end up sitting next to you. A scary movie's on and you and I, we get along. If you need to hold my hand, that's what we'll do. You pull on my heart like it's the moon, on that boomerang that you just threw. I feel at home when I'm with you. It's true you live only once, so while we're both still having fun, stick footnotes underneath the rug and throw a blanket on our present situation. Make a home inside the hole we already dug. I'll keep you company, give up my spare time gratefully, if it means I get to spend it here with you. I don't see the appeal of denying how I feel there's nothing quite as hopeful as the truth. You 30 times. It'll capture how I feel inside a song. And I'll bleed my pens all dry and sharpen till my pencils die before I give it up and call it done. You pull on my heart like it's the moon. I'm that boomerang that you just threw. I feel at home when I'm with you. With you. Cool. So that's a song called Boomerang. I probably haven't played it in like 5 years, but it's a crush song. Newt asked, can I sell this shirt in my merch store? Yeah, I don't know if I'm selling bespoke worn bug shirts for merch quite yet, but I do have other shirts in my merch store, merch plug, that have like our logo and stuff on it. So, and if you want cool merch, let me talk about this while we're talking about merch, because I'm actually excited about this. Sometimes it's like, oh yeah, you got to plug your merch, but this one's cool. So we have a program that I'm running this year called Bug Scouts, and Bug Scouts is like a little like badge of the month, pin of the month. Now it's a sticker of the month, where we take some artwork inspired by one of our songs, and we put it on a limited edition pin and merch item that you can only get for that month. And this month it is our Toddler with a Slingshot button, which we also have in sticker form. But the cool thing is the merch item, and there's really not a huge reason to show a picture of it because it looks a lot like the button, is a Frisbee. We have like a legit ultimate Frisbee with this Toddler with a Slingshot design on it. I just felt like it captured the spirit of Toddler with a Slingshot, because I didn't want to sell slingshots. That seemed not in my best interest to sell small weapons, but Frisbees are cool. I love playing Frisbee with Ladybug. It's one of our favorite things to do. I will definitely be skimming one of these off the top when I get them in next week. So if you're looking to get a limited edition Toddler with a Slingshot Frisbee, you got to grab that before the end of May. So and I will actually be shutting down my merch store like the last week of May as we pack everything into a U-Haul and drive it to Richmond. So the cutoff is actually slightly earlier than a normal month because we're moving. So cool. Yeah, this is just something that you can do to support Bug Hunter. It's a pin, sticker, and merch thing. So anyways. Why is this Wizard says, new fan here, really liking your stuff, excited for the upcoming concert. Thank you. I'm excited for it too. It's fun because the Zoom concerts, the set list is always kind of created by people purchasing tickets to it. So what I kind of do is it's pay what you want, and the people who pay more, I kind of weigh everybody gets one song request, and it's not a guarantee, but I look at kind of what people paid for tickets, and I kind of weight everything, and then I make a set list out of kind of what people wanted to hear, and it always ends up being a set list I never would have picked, but everybody always seems to enjoy it. Angelic says, I don't have time to watch your stream, but I love your music so much. Thanks for like taking a moment to say that. That's really encouraging. Okay, song? I lost my capo. I've played, let's see, I've played one off Rough Draft. I've played one off Torn Between a Couple. I played one off A Surge of Confidence. So if somebody has a Bigger Than Myself song, that would be a cool way to kind of end things. Oliver is finally sleeping. It's amazing what he can sleep through. My dad's asking for raggin'. I think he means bragging. See some creature, waving goodbye. I said, now my dad's asking for pine cones. You gotta pick one, Dad. You can't ask for two. see, a few for creature, a few for pine cones. Jam said creature twice. Mars now wants to hear Raggin. Oh man, I kind of want to play. Oh man, okay, I'm gonna play this and hope I don't forget. Okay, cool. I am a creature of habit. My tastes are immovable. I order the usual and I already know what I want. Keep your menu, I know what I want. Because the options are endless, they're overwhelming. At times you just have too much to sell me. So many things to decide. You may mock me for opting for what is already mine. But what if my cookie cutter is one of a kind? I think there's too much to choose and I've had it. Don't change me, creature of habit. So let me explain, I'm not that anxious to changes. I'm not afraid to adapt or think it's actually dangerous. It's just a preference to routine, familiar faces. I won't break down or die if I just happen to break it. I keep the cost to myself, I feel it's reeking of ego. And it's a fine line to walk, so I am threading that needle. It's just the whole human race. Ooh, I can take them or leave them, and I can say that I swear some of my best friends are people. It just feels so good when I've planned it. Same time, same place. Creature of left foot, right foot, same way around. With this push, I put my foot down. Yeah, this time my one change. I'm gonna do something crazy. Actually, no, I'm not gonna act like you asked me to act. Like a simple machine, checking task after task. I'm my own human being, and I happen to lack the need to be seen, chasing fad after fad. And I know there's a world full of wonders to see, with places to go and pancakes to eat. But I base what I know on what things bring me peace. My circadian soul likes the pace and the beat that maintains my breathing, blood flow, and sleep, but won't lift my feet or break my routine. So left foot, right foot, same way around. That's a song of Creature Habit. Thank you, Oliver, for your other things I want to talk about while y'all are formulating questions. I already talked about Bug Scouts. That's a cool way to support us. The other thing is, and this is just outside of music and outside of Bug Hunter, I kind of put a call out today for play testers. So one thing I like to do outside of work and music is I like to design board games, and I've been working on a board game for about 4 years that I am like off and on. Obviously, that would be a long time to work on something without doing anything with it, but off and on for 4 years. I think I wrote it, or I started working on it before I even wrote Mccracken. But it's something that just when maybe I have writer's block or just, not feeling motivated by writing music, I like to work on designing board games. And so I have a game that I have imported into Tabletop Simulator. So if you are someone who has Tabletop Simulator, reach out to me. I'm looking for adults, so 18 plus. It's not an adult game, but I have no business playing board games with minors online. So just looking for adults who have Tabletop Simulator and like to play board games. I'm looking for playtesters just to kind of get some final round of playtesting feedback. If you're expecting something very rough around the edges, this is very polished. We've played 200 to 300 games of it over the last little bit, and so it's coming along. I'm just trying to get some last minute feedback. So if you're interested in that and want to hang out with me in Tabletop Simulator and play board games, that'd be rad. So anyways, if folks have, and one prerequisite to that is that you're going to have to join our Discord. So Jams has very kindly posted the link to our Discord. This is one of the few ways that y'all can get into our Discord. It's kind of an invite-only Discord. We don't have a public link anywhere, but if you are watching this, I'm assuming that you're a fan and not a bot. So feel free to follow that link and join our Discord. We are 900 plus strong. So if I know we are a small band, if you have been walking around with all of these Bug Hunter references in your head and no one to make them to, you will find friends in the Bug Hunter Discord. It's pretty constant Bug Hunter puns and references, and we have memes. So anyways, Newt Watts is a shirt bot, which is a cool lyric. Newt Watts is a shirt bot. It kind of rolls off the tongue. Anyways, that's funny. So yeah, what do you got? If folks have questions, I'll hang out. If you don't, and you're just we can all stare at each other for 30 seconds, and then I can leave. But if y'all have questions, I can. While you're thinking of them, I will. Oops, sorry, bud. I'll show you guys Oliver because he wants to be a star. Come here, bud. Here he is. Here's a little guy. So this is the one who's been making all the noise while I've been playing today. He's a multi-poo. He's 12 and a half years old. We got him when I was a junior in high school, and he's very cute. And he doesn't know he's on camera right now. So he's a little famous boy. Yeah, he's very cute. This is his instrument right here. So that's Oliver. He's a little cutie. He's gonna go back on the ground now. If I get boring, then I'll pick him back up again so y'all stay. But Mars asks, I have a question. What PJ pants are you wearing? What again? I'm not wearing PJ pants. Why does everyone think that? I'm wearing normal adult pants that I bought at the normal adult pants store. Thanks for asking though. Austin asks, how should I get in contact with you to get on the tabletop? If you join the Discord, just send me a message saying I want to play test, and I add a playtest role to you, and then you can join our playtest channel, and that's where I'll be kind of arranging games. We have quite a big group. I didn't expect so many people to kind of answer the call today, and it's a 4-ish player game, so I can get 4 people through at once. But yeah, if you have a group that you play with, we can play with your group. Otherwise, if you're just an individual who wants to play board games, I have run quite a few of these and just throwing random Bug Hunter fans from the Discord into a game, and everybody has got along really well. It's a cooperative game, so there's no competitiveness. You kind of learn as you play, and so it's a very chill thing. And so don't worry if it's out of your comfort zone to do something like that. So anyways. Benjamin asks, what's your favorite song, yours or another's? That's a good question. Yeah, a lot of people ask me what my favorite Bug Hunter song is, which I don't have an answer for, but I don't get the what's my favorite song outside of my own music. So for the longest time, and I just, not that I keep a list in my back pocket or anything, but for the longest time, if anyone asked me what my favorite song was, I would say it's a song called Maybe This Time by OK Go. And I've said that same answer since I was a freshman in high school. And there's something about that song that's just so simple that I just love. I don't know. I like the message of it. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Musically, it's very simple, but I like it. I don't know if it hit me at a certain time in my life, but yeah, it's if people know OK Go, they are famous for their music videos, and they have a song that is not famous for a music video. It's like the 10th song on their second album or something like that, called Maybe This Time, and it's my favorite song. But if I had to pick something more recent, Twin Size Mattress by the Front Bottoms always comes to mind. Also The Truth by the Front Bottoms. They released an album the same weekend that I released Bigger Than Myself, and it was nice for me, who had been listening to those songs for essentially 6 to 8 months of just nonstop my own songs on loop. Just to, when you're mixing, you have to listen to them over and over again. And so when I released the album, I was like, I don't have to listen to this anymore. Then all of a sudden the Front Bottoms had a brand new album same weekend, and so I got to just put that on repeat. And there was a song called The Truth on that album that I really, really enjoyed. Yeah, there's some other ones I really enjoyed. Youngblood's most recent album. I got into him from Twitter. It just popped up, but really enjoyed that album. It reminds me of kind of my Chemical Romance, The Used, kind of angsty days as a teenager. Kind of brought me back to those times. So I'd check them out too. So oh no, he's good. You're just scratching at the thing. Jack Hendrickson asked, was Point to Prove based on real things, or was it just for the song? Yeah, Point to Prove is unfortunately one of my most true songs, especially that middle verse about the screen name and the silence and the awkwardness. Yeah, that was way too true, way too real. Hey, bud, what are you doing? You knocking things over? All right, I'm going to have to hold Oliver because he's being a little stinker. People who missed it, he wants to go hang out with my wife, and I won't let him because she's studying, and I'm not doing anything that important. So, oh boy, see, he's struggling. He's like, I don't like this. Sorry if he's breathing heavy into the mic. I'll turn him this way. Okay, I think I answered that question. Pete's here. Hey, Pete. Jams asked, do you have a favorite melody you've written? I don't think I've ever gotten that question before. Like, which melody do I like the most? It's funny because the first thing that popped into my head was the harmonies on Slow Burn, which is exactly not the question you asked. But Elena Loper's harmonies on Slow Burn are one of my favorite things I've ever been able to, put on top of my work. But melodies, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think of myself as much of a singer, especially when you listen to something like Making Up Words and I'm just talking really fast. Yeah, I mean, the Mccracken chorus is pretty cool. I don't know. I would have to think about that, Jam. So you and me can talk offline. You know where to find me. Hannah Bloom asked, do you have any favorite lyrics? If you're asking from my own music, one of my favorite, some of my favorite things I've ever written, and I like to kind of call attention to, is the second verse of Go With The Flow, starting with I Heard She's Married Now. That's one of my favorite things I've ever written. Pretty much everything on Braggin'. I put a lot into Braggin'. I don't know if I'll ever be able to put together as dense of a song as Braggin' ever again. It's one of those that, like, I had different concepts from just kind of different notes, and I really threw everything I had at every line of Braggin'. So I really like the lyrics in that song. There's the line in Safe Word about if they change the locks behind you, you can find another key, where I bump it up a key. So that, little things like that make me smile. There's a lot of kind of wordplay in that song that I was definitely patting myself on the back for way too much. But and then obviously the last bit of Take It Back is probably the most important lyrics I've ever written. Cool. Bailey Spurlock asks, what TV shows are you watching right now? I don't really watch TV because I'm a millennial. No, I mean, I haven't had cable since I was in high school, but one thing my wife and I like watching is John Oliver. Last Week Tonight, we'll watch that, once a week, and it's kind of our bonding thing that we actually just watch it on YouTube. So that's probably the only answer I have. But okay, gotta scroll up a little bit. I know there's some questions that I missed. Jack Hendrickson asks, what's your inspiration for Dear Mccracken? That one was a true story. That one was fully true. Can't really say more about it than it happened, kind of like I wrote it. So Hide and Zeke asks, is there a song you made that you're most proud of? And Hide and Zeke, you did a very good cover of Dear Mccracken for our cover contest. People should click on your profile and go to your profile and check out your Dear Mccracken cover, because it was very good. What was the song I was most proud of? Take It Back, without a doubt, is a song and thing that I'm most proud of probably in my life, for the impact that I have come to understand that it's had on people. So, and it, by extension, the entire Bigger Than Myself album. It's funny the way I categorize things. I do really believe that Bigger Than Myself is the best album I've written, though I think there are definitely better songs on the other album, some of the other songs. But in my mind, that album, as it circulates around Take It Back, it was just a very, I'm proud of kind of the message that it had. So. Nord Morble says, Take It Back gives me Cloud Cult vibes, which is a super rad sentence to say, because very few people I have met know who Cloud Cult is. But yeah, Cloud Cult was the band that my drummer, Kyle, showed me freshman year of high school. Like we had met probably 3 weeks previous, and he loaded me up a thumb drive with 4 bands on it. That I loved all of them for different reasons. One was Law Dispute, one was Me Without You, one was Fun before We Are Young and they kind of really blew up, and then the fourth one was Cloud Cult. And of those 4, Cloud Cult was the one that me and him attached to, I think, most. And yeah, I love them, and I got to see them live. Kyle flew to Seattle for a weekend in order to go see Cloud Cult at the Neptune Theater with me, and it was like such a cool experience. And I got to meet Craig's wife afterwards. We snuck back into this is so funny, I hadn't remembered this in a long time, but I had not released Torn Between a Couple yet, so I had released Surge of Confidence, and we left the kind of the stage area and went out into the lobby, and then we were just like, maybe we can go back in. And we just walked to the door, and there was nobody there, and we just opened it, and we went back inside, and the crew and everyone was cleaning things up, but Craig's wife was there, and I had brought my Surge of Confidence CD, and I gave it to her, and I said, this album, wouldn't exist without, your band's influence on me and Kyle. And at the time, Kyle was my best friend, but he wasn't like Bug Hunter's drummer at the time. Bigger Than Myself was actually the first album that he actually recorded drums for us. He's toured with us before, but at the time it was just me working in my closet in Seattle. And that was the case for Torn Between a Couple, and Surge of Confidence all of it was just me. Plus, of course, Elena Loper for harmonies and Heather Edgley for harmonies on Torn Between a Couple. But so at the time, he didn't really have any stake in Bug Hunter. He was just there. But I got to give that CD to them, and who knows if they just threw it out. But there's a chance that they listened to it and got to hear something that I wrote too. So that's cool. Nord Morble says, my friend from high school is their drummer now. Okay, Nord Morbles, you gotta reach out to me. Let's talk more about Cloud Cult. If you have a personal connection to Cloud Cult, we gotta talk about that. So Nord Morbles, join our Discord or reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook or something, because I'd love to hear more about that. Anyways. Benjamin says, probably the thing I'm most proud of in my life, ignoring my wife. I didn't create my wife. I married my wife. So I am so proud to be her husband, but that's not something that I created. So funny. I would never ignore my wife. She is my best friend. Okay, I'm looking through questions. Austin Kelly asks, can I ask how you got the inspiration to become a songwriter? When I was a kid, I wanted to write a book of poems, and I was going to call it 50 Funky Poems. That was the name of the book I was going to write and publish my poems under, and I got up to 32 poems and never ended up finishing the other 18. So, I don't know. I wrote poems when I was a kid, and when I got into college, I had no musical experience, but I had friends who played guitar, and it was cool. And so I was like, well, I'll try that too. So I got this ukulele for my 21st birthday, and I learned the basic chords on it and started writing songs like Boomerang, which I played earlier tonight. That was written on this ukulele, and one of the first songs that, chronologically that I wrote that ended up actually being released. So it was a 20-second song I ever wrote, and 1 through 21 you've never heard. Anyways, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. I just really enjoyed songwriting, more than singing. I never thought I'd be actually singing my own songs. I had some weird thought that like, hey, if I write enough songs, maybe I can, sell them to some other famous artist and be able to be a songwriter. Wouldn't that be cool? But it turned out that the things that I was writing really worked a lot better in my own voice, for better or for worse. It'd be hard to imagine somebody else singing some of the kind of more personal songs that I've written. So, anyways. Okay, I think I have answered the questions. Here's Oliver one more time. Mars asked if I can play NFO. No, I cannot, but she's referring to a song by a band called Galloway, fronted by our very own Jesse Galloway, who plays guitar and bass and kazoo in our band. Go check them out on Spotify. They're called Galloway. They have 4 songs up on Spotify now, and they're all very different from each other. He's got a lot of different variety, and it's all very good and awesome, so definitely check them out. He is a much more talented musician than I am, and it shows in their production and their musicianship on those songs. They are very well crafted songs, so go check them out. Cool. So last things, if you want to play test a board game, reach out to me. If you want to come do this with on Zoom and see people dancing and singing along and clapping and all that, it's very fun. It's like this but better, and it can be free if you want it to be. It's just pay what you want on our website. You just have to go and reserve a spot, and I'll send you a link. And it's May 22nd, Saturday, 2 p.m. Central Time. So if you're in Europe, which I doubt any of you are, because Jams is, but everybody else is probably asleep over there. But it's just Jams. He's the only person awake in all of Europe. Got a Zoom show. So thank you, Mars, for posting that link. And then join our Discord. We talk about lots of cool stuff and have memes and stuff. And I'll post a picture of Oliver in there if you join. So anyways, thanks everybody. This has been really fun. I appreciate you hanging out, and I will probably see y'all. I think the next thing I'll be doing is that Zoom show. So if you want to see me next, go grab a ticket to our Zoom show. Cool. I will talk to y'all later.